Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is BobLyn, aka PabLoon, and today we are back with another top 5 attack aircraft in Enlisted. Today we're taking a look at the Soviets, and these are my top 5 picks for the best attack aircraft for dishing out a ton of damage. And luckily the Soviets are well above some of the rest. They do great. The Soviet planes are amazing, and they do have a little bit of Soviet-Russian bias in there, if you ask me. So yeah, let's just hop right into it and enjoy the clips of bots getting absolutely annihilated in Soviet fashion. So yeah, let's just jump right in. Alright, coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the PE2-31. This is a battle rating 3 Soviet bomber that you unlock kind of middle of the tech tree. Of course it's BR3, and it is very powerful if you ask me. You get 6 100 kilogram FAB bombs. It just stands for high explosive aerial bomb, and they are very nice, of course. 100 kilograms is like 220 pounds, so 6 of those is going to give you a lot of payload. Along with that, you have front mounted guns, a 50 cal, and you get a normal 7.62. This plane has 3 crew, 2 gunners, and the pilot, and I think this is the best bomber you unlock early on. When you compare this to the SB2M or the SU2, it just flies much faster, and it's much sturdier than the SB2M, for example. The SB2M has a tendency to break its wings if you dive too roughly or too steeply. This thing does not have these issues. It is big, it does turn kinda slow, but for me this is the quintessential low BR bomber, and I've had so much fun with this, especially on the map you're seeing, Quarry North. If you're wondering about the bots, guys, yeah, I messed it up, so I'm actually fighting against the Soviets on the Germans team. Don't worry about it, it's going to be fixed for some of the later top 5 picks here. But yeah, the PE2-31, solid plane, it flies nice, it is sturdy, and it has a great payload. And you know, you can fight back if you find somebody, you can actually dogfight them. Alright, going into the number 4 spot, we have the IL2M Type 3. Now there's 2 IL2Ms, but I like the one with the rockets and bombs. This is an IL2, and it is a heavily armored beast that flies around, dishing out 132mm rockets, as well as bombs. You get 4 rockets and you get 4 100 kilo bombs. Again, about 220 pounds per bomb. This thing is a slow lumbering beast, and it is hard to play because you don't really get too much situational awareness, and it's very slow. But if nobody's in the sky and you can just get to dish out pain, you can do so much damage. The great thing about the guns is they're 23mm cannons. You have 2 of those along with your 50 cals. This thing has so much firepower that even the Americans would be jealous, honestly. The Soviet tech tree in general has a lot of good aircraft, and the IL2 lineup has many of them, and they're going to be reoccurring on this list. But it's not my favorite IL2, and the main reason is it's not very maneuverable. Yes, they do turn pretty fast, and you can see that right here, but in my opinion, what you really want with an IL2 is mobility, tankiness, and firepower, and this thing just has a little bit too much firepower and maybe a little bit too little mobility. And coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the IL-10, the upgraded version, the latest version of the IL series, and it used to be the latest tech tree unlock for the Soviets, but now we have the Tu-2S bomber. The IL-10 is a great attack aircraft. It's very well armored, but it does have some drawbacks. Let's talk about the good things. The bombs are center mounted, you get 2 250 kilo, and for some reason I think these Soviet FABs are just more powerful than some others, especially the Germans. You also get 23mm cannons, 2 of them, plus some 50 calibers. This thing has great firepower and can take on tanks, APCs, and especially infantry. It's fast, armored like I said, and it's quite decent at turning, I would say. Now the biggest downside to this, in my opinion, is the fact that when you look behind you to check your 6, there's going to be a big armored plate blocking your vision, and this is going to get you killed many times, at least in my case. Now, why is it number 3, you say? Well, it's because a lot of people swear by this, and I've seen guys go crazy with the IL-10. For me personally, just not the favorite one, but it's darn good if you can figure out how to survive in the air and not get shot down by fighters. But the IL-10, strong plane nonetheless, and it has great bombs and firepower. Let's move on to the number 2 spot, because that thing has even more firepower, man. The Soviets got great planes, yeah, they got really nice planes. Alright, coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the already mentioned Tupilv 2S. This is the newest addition to the Soviet tech tree, and oh my god, is it overpowered. I had the joy of getting 251 kills in one of my first test runs when this came out in a real game. If you want to check that out, I'm going to link it in the description. But yeah, this thing is nuts. You get 2 front-facing 20mm cannons, along with 3 other crew members on guns protecting you from all sides. You can actually control all 3 of these guns, making it the only bomber in the game that can actually control all guns. This gives the player a lot of control and gives you the ability to not rely on your AI gunners. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're utter trash. If you can figure out the perfect aiming spot with your rear guns, you can easily take out planes yourself. It's actually not that hard, and most players will fall for it and just chase right after you up into the sky, slowing them down and making them an easy target. And just like the Ju-188, if you get over 3 to 5 crew members in your plane, you have a prime opportunity to get some free-to-play paratroopers. And I deck mine out with swords, the best secondary guns, the best guns you can get, and make them, yeah, insane paratroopers. So what you're seeing here is us, after we've dropped our bombs, diving in and seeing what we can do to help the team. And you see the swords, we got the Yasikov SMGs, and like, you don't need this. This is complete overkill, but it's fun as hell. And yeah, like, if you don't want to pay for paratroopers, you think it's BS that they're not in the tech tree, I agree. Well, this is a way to work around that, and it's honestly pretty fun, because it feels hella cool, like diving in the middle of the battlefield, ditching your plane, and just jumping down to completely murder everybody. It's fun. Coming in at number 1, guys, we have the IL2, 1941. This is BR2, and it's very early on you unlock this, and by god, is it an amazing aircraft. It's great for beginners. It's also amazing for experts. The amount of skill you can put into this and reap the rewards is crazy. Now, why is this? Well, we talked about the combination of mobility, tankiness, and firepower. With some of the other IL-2s, it wasn't quite perfect, but the OG IL-2 is perfect. It has amazing mobility, great tankiness. You can see behind yourself, you can look at your 6 to check your surroundings, great situational awareness, and the firepower is also amazing. You get 20mm cannons and 7.62 machine guns, as well as 8 RBS-82 rockets. These are the smallest rockets, but that doesn't necessarily mean they aren't good. These can take out Tiger IIs, and I have done that before. You can see that in the video I've posted. It doesn't matter what size rocket you have, it just matters where you aim, and you can see us absolutely decimating on maps like Quarry. This is able to play in low BR and high BR, which is why I love it so much. This is my favorite Soviet plane, and I bring it to BR5 in every loadout. You also have 4 50 kilo bombs, which just makes this even more overpowered if you ask me. You can take out anything with this, and it farms infantry because you can keep turning around at such a fast pace that you can just keep dishing and dishing pain to a point. This is, again, the best Soviet aircraft if you ask me, and if you aren't practicing on this, you are missing out. Because like I said, beginners can fly this and experts can fly this and make very, very good use of its firepower. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll take a look at the allies soon, don't worry. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Let me know in the comments what you guys think are the top 5 planes, or if I got any wrong. My name is BobLyn, aka PabLoon, and I am signing out.